All right, everybody. Good morning to you. This is another beautiful week that we are looking at the charts, week 25 of the year. And we are going to be doing some forecasts again as our tradition is for every week. New week, we always release a new content, a new video regarding the behavior and patterns of the market that we can trade due to historical data that keep repeating itself. So now we're going to be looking at a few pairs here: GBpUSD, EURUSD, and also SP500 as one of the pairs that I now look into and trade. So first of all, we are on the GBpUSD on a weekly chart. And if you can observe something here on this weekly chart, you will notice that the market is obviously not giving us a proper direction, but we can tell that there is a reaction of price at this level. So we can see that price is rejecting on this level down. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's not GU. Sorry. This is GU. Great. Yes. I was thinking, I said, what am I looking at? All right, this is GU. Now we can see that this impulsive drop that happened. Remember, I've been talking about this impulsive move that happened last week, several weeks ago. And we have a breakup structure here. Okay. We have a breakout structure over there showing us that this impulsive move was a downtrend relating to the behavior of this move. But if you observe something, the market is not really giving us a proper direction on GU right now, even though it appears to be bullish. We can still see within the bullishness, and the market is creating a diagonal direction, which is obviously creating a lower high, lower lows. Obviously, this is a lower high giving us this structure. So we can see that the market is not really giving us a proper trend. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not really a trend right now on GU. So I can relate with that. That is not a trend. But there are things you can pay attention to on the price action, and that's what I want to talk about. First of all, we have the recent breakup structure here. Okay, we have this breakup structure over here with this drop, and there's a pullback. So we are anticipating this move, okay, that led to the breakup structure. So if I was to look at that, then I'm looking at price reacting over here. So if I to put my fib on this level, I will see that price actually broke above 61, rally up, rejected at 88, and now he's dropping. Now that's funny, but we need to see if the market is going to continue selling. We need to see that on the daily time frame something happens. It breaks and closes below this 61. So that's what I'm thinking. So what I would do is I'm going to mark this weekly candle low. So I'm going to mark this weekly candle low, this area here. Okay. And I'll leave it at that. And I'll go to the daily time frame. Okay. Which is beautiful. So we have it on the daily time frame showing us that if price break below this low, then on the weekly, here's what we'll be targeting. We'll be targeting this low on the weekly. If price break below that low, then we know that we are going to be selling and closing our trade for the week at this level. So if you measure from here to here, that's about 140 pips for a week, which the market can give you easily in trading GU. Okay, So let's look at that angle first. And then we're going to put on the daily now. This is on the daily because it appears that GU want to start selling. So a new trend, downtrend is beginning. So we need to be able to catch that. So then I'm going to create a high, previous high on the daily. So I'm going to create that. So I'll just use color coordinate just to let me know what I'm looking at. Okay, now this is the low. So I'm expecting price to continue because we have a breakup structure of the daily at this level. So I'm expecting price to continue. And if price break below this low, I'm anticipating that price is going to drop even lower. So for that reason, I'm waiting for that. So I'm going to move to the 4 hours to see if we align with that. Great. On the 4 hour, we have this structure here, which also gives us the daily high. So this is where we're looking at that price will continue to trade. Now, what I will do in a lower time frame, looking at it from the 4 hour, is this. I will anticipate that price reject again. If price reject again here, I will look for a buy. That's number one sign. And I will take my TP here because I'm anticipating that price may reject it, or alternatively, it may push higher and break the high. Who knows? So if it breaks the high, we'll continue to the upside. That means if price rally above this high, we're going to continue to the upside. Okay. But if it doesn't, or we see that price breaks below, we have a trend breaking below, and then we need to pull back, then we're going to continue to the downside. And that's what I anticipate. So here now is the trap. GU is creating a multiple consolidation phase at this liquidity low, which obviously we can see that liquidity has been grabbed. But the problem is, are they going to continue downside or they're going to continue up? So what I'm anticipating is I need to see the price close below this liquidity level, which is not turning to, obviously, which was a major support area, which is now obviously turning to become resistance if it does. But at the moment, we're still seeing it as a strong support area on the 4 hour. So we are seeing price reacting to that. And we can see obviously that liquidity has been taken. We have that liquidity sweep over there. But that rejection shows that price may want to push up. So for that reason, we're looking at, okay, what we'll do, let's wait for price to break. So we'll wait for price to break and close above this high right there. So when price close above that high, we are anticipating a buy. That price will rally up. But if it stays below and then close, we are looking for sell when price break this low. Remember, it had to break this low. We're looking for price to break that low for us to have that move. So in other words, I can literally see on the 4 hour, while I'm waiting for a break to that low, I also see on the 4 hour that we can have this trend line over here. Okay. We can have that trend line over there and put it on the week just to be sure in alignment with that. So we can have that trend line over there. We can always put it on the week as well if you want, but body here is fine, week is fine if you want. So I'll just leave that trend line right there, anticipating that if it breaks and drop below before the market open, I'm gonna look for a retracement. That means I'm going to be looking for price dropping below retrace, and then I'll continue to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at on this pair. So because it's not a trend right now, we can obviously tell that the market is going to continue to the upside because we have a breakup structure already on the 4 hour. Let me show you what that means using my order flow quickly. Order flow here. Let me just start from here. We can see that spark, and then that high was broken. We have this high that broke it and give us that high, that liquidity grab right there on the 4 hour. And then we have that swing high that took out the previous high. And then we have that area of price action, and then we have another bullish momentum again that rally up from here to the high. And then the next thing is we have this section. Sorry. Okay, let me delete that. So here we are, we have this high. Okay, that high was broken. So now this will be the next move that we're looking at that happened, which is a new higher high, giving us that high. So if you stretch this out, you'll notice that that was a bullish momentum rally. Okay, we have that rally from here. And this rally from here obviously was the previous low. And we can see that this low has been broken too. So we have first price rally up, taken off the high, and then broke this low. So obviously we can anticipate that we have a new low right now, a new lower low on the 4-hour. So which is in line with that. We want to see that price break before we can continue. So we need for most reasons, we will need another lower low. So we need price to break this low. So there will be a pullback, certainly, which I'm anticipating is going to happen, right? So there will be a minor pullback. So anticipate a minor pullback. So that's what's going to happen. And then a continuation, and that will break this low, and then a continuation that will take the price down. So this is exactly what I'm anticipating to happen following days or weeks. So, but for now, this coming week, we should be anticipating that price either continue downward or retrace. There will be a retracement of this impulsive move that just happened. And then we want to see that retracement before price drop again, because it's already a downtrend, as it's already a downward movement as it's supposed. If you turn on the moving average here, let's see, you see that we're already on the sell zone on that. If you turn to the daily, you see that it's turning red already. That means it's trading below the bullish realm. So it could possibly be heading towards a sell zone. We're already selling in most part of the lower time frame. So that's what I'm looking at on GU. I hope you understand. So be very careful. Wait for a pullback to complete if it does. And also remember the edges, the area of price action that we're looking at to trade from. Watch the video again, you'll be able to get it. So let me move to Euro USD. On the weekly, Euro USD is obviously consolidating. As you can see on the weekly, we have this impulsive move that happened on the weekly, which is showing us that price broke multiple structure. So we have this drop, and we can see that price beginning to create a lower high, lower lows on the other side of the right position. You can see price is obviously trending on the weekly to the downside. So we can appreciate that price is bearish on the weekly right now. And then we can also look at the daily to see the behavior pattern that the market is building up. So we see that we have a low, this is daily. So we can see that the price obviously break structure. We can see that break of structure happened there. This was the previous low, and we had that break of structure, and then a pullback, and now a continuation to the downside. So we anticipate, first of all, that price will come to this low of the fib. But give or take, as a day trader, you want to look at the previous price action low. Okay, that's what you want to look at. Let's color code that. That's the low. So you want to look at that. That is a potential take profit area that you're looking at. So we have this 4-hour, this daily candle, which obviously anticipating that we could be looking for more to the downside, because we can see that already that price created a structure, broke it, and then we have another structure to the low. So this is price creating two major lower lows on the daily. And if you turn to the 4-hour, we can see that this was an impulsive drop, rally up, an impulsive drop. So we can tell that we are bearish on the 4-hour. on Euro USD. So you can see that on the 4-hour, Euro USD is already planning to retrace back up. So we're looking for retracement, a pullback. So this is the current 4-hour behavior. Let me remove those drawings first so you see. This is a current 4-hour behavior. So what we want to see is that, remember, this current 4-hour behavior will be the daily candle, which is somewhere here. Let's see, about 2 days candle. But we'll mark that day candle just to show you something. Previous day candle. I go to the 4-hour. You see that range right there. Great. You see that range there. So you will not be buying until price break above this high. Because if you break above that high, you'll be targeting this high as your TP. So this will be your trading area. But at the moment, we know that there is a pullback going on. So we want the price to retrace back into a reasonable area. So what I'm suspecting is that price may retrace back into 38 and reject from there and continue to the downside. So this is where I'm going to be looking to sell Euro USD this week. I'm looking to sell Euro USD at this price area. So take note of that. Very important. Okay, so this is Euro USD, and this is the direction at which I'm looking at trading Euro USD. I want you to mark this on your chart so that you know exactly what to expect. Already on Euro USD, we are bearish. We can see the moving price is trading below the 20 moving average, and we can see obviously on the 1-hour price is also trading below the 20 moving average. I think it's a 20 moving average, yeah. Yes, 20 moving average. So we can see price trading below it. And then on the 30, we can see price consolidating, pulling back into that area. So, but we know the area we're looking to take the trade and is the high. So that's what we're looking for. So because if you break above the high, then we'll be looking for the previous daily candle has been closed above. So we'll be looking for bullish. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. But already, even on the daily, we are looking very bearish as well on Euro USD. So that's what I think I'm going to be doing next week. Now let's look at SP500. SP500 is not a buy market, it's a bullish market. So what we're looking for is a pullback, a reasonable pullback on SP500. We can tell without even spending time on this, we can tell that SP500 is a buy market. So you just keep looking for opportunity to buy. So I'm moving to the 4-hour right now. Right now, the 4-hour is already heading up. So let's look at the previous day candle actually. So what I would do is to continue the buy market. I'm going to mark that previous day price high, which is obviously color coded. And I will mark the previous candle, but obviously we can tell that's a long one there. But within that range, or we can use the body, but within that range, we know, let me just put the body right there where you have, where the body is, okay? Just mark that area just in case. Now we have color code this to red. So obviously we're looking at this area. If price closed below this one, we're looking for a retracement, a pullback. So we're going to sell. All right, that's what I'm looking at. So let's see on the 4-hour. So you see on the 4-hour, what we're looking at is a pullback already. Price is already rallying up. So it's already closing, as you can see, closing above that. We want the price to close above that. So what we're looking at is a price pushing higher to break above this high and then a pull back into it. Now, this is not going to be on the 4-hour. You want to be watching it on a lower time frame that you're going to be finding your entry, maybe 1 hour or so. You want to see that liquidity grab, and then you want to see that liquidity grab, and then you can target any psychological level for TP on the lower time frame, like you can possibly target 5,440, 460 as a TP, or you can target 5,480 as a TP around this area, depending on price action. So that could be a possible area to target using the psychological levels. So I think that's what I'm looking for. I'll wait for price to break above this high where we have liquidity grab, and then I'll wait for a pullback on a lower time frame to find my entries. So all I need to do is just to focus on this on the 15 minutes time frame, and I'll look for price to break above, take out liquidity at that level. Once I see that impulsive move that give me that liquidity pool, and I'm waiting for a pullback into that area, it must give me an impulsive move. I need to see that the bullish is back to the market. So all I need to wait for is a reasonable pullback, and that will be my first opportunity to long this market. Target the first TP, or depending on price action, and I'm going to be putting stop loss wherever below that break, depending on price action. I'll have the first 1 to 2 risk to reward, and I can also target that area as well as a TP. So this is what I'm looking at on SP500, straightforward. There's no that's why I love trend market. It gives me a clear picture. I just want to look at that. I think that's all we can take for today. We don't want to make too much of a lengthy video. We're going to be looking at the market on this perspective. I hope you enjoyed trading week 25. Listen, guys, if you have any question, you know where to find me. My link is in the description. My Telegram group is also in the description of this video, and you can always get in touch with me and join our group there. We have a lot of people there who are sharing their thoughts on how trading goes. And once in a while, I'm always breezing them to share my idea and also share information with them, as many who wants to learn about trading. That's all we want to do today. Thank you so much for listening and being part of it. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share. And one more thing before I go, I think I needed to share with you quickly the what they call it, the Forest Factory news, daily weekly news that is coming in this week, because a lot of people may not have how to do that. So we have on Monday, we have a news coming in, and that will be by 1:30, so be careful. And also we have some news coming in 1:30 on Tuesday. So Monday, Tuesday, we have news coming in. Wednesday, we have new CPI coming in. And then on Thursday, we have GDP. In fact, the week is full of economic reports. It's filled from Monday to Friday. The week is filled with economic reports. So trade wisely. Don't trade during the news. You can trade after the news to look at a movement momentum. If the market doesn't give you opportunity during the news, do not force the trade, because you are not. It's not a good idea for you to be trading the news. You don't know which direction it's going to go, so don't even force it. All right, so that's what I'm looking at on this trade. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next week. Happy trading.